Sometimes the best way to show others how they're not going to treat us is by walking away. Because we've been in that situationship trying to tell people at the job how not to talk to us, trying to tell coworkers how not to talk to us, trying to tell our spouses how not to talk to us. And the people that we're intimate with, in a relationship with, they already know how to treat us. They get a kick, they get enjoyment out of triggering us because they know that they wouldn't want to be treated the way that they're treating us. So we've told them time and time again to not belittle us, to not take our head and pin it in between the washer and dryer, to not push us down, to not verbally abuse us, to not abuse the finances. But they do it anyway. And the reason why they do it anyway, because they figure we're not going to do anything about it. It's like, well, what are you going to do about it? You're not going anywhere. You're not going to leave. You can't afford to leave. So what are you going to do about it? Sometimes the best way to show these people that we mean business, we're not going to be disrespected. We're not going to be abused. We're not going to be embarrassed in public or any situation. The best way to show a person when we're with them and if we're telling them how to treat us and it's not working, the best way to show a person how not to treat you is walking away and letting them sit by themselves and sit with their own thoughts. Because a lot of the reason they're abusing us is probably because they were abused in their childhood. And the abuse that we getting is projection. It's basically how they feel about themselves. Nobody's gonna beat up their own self because they're miserable inside and because they're angry with their own self. They're not gonna beat themselves up. So guess who's gonna get beat up with words? We are. Guess who's gonna be physically beat up? We are. Guess who may be financially abused? We are. So that's projection onto us. And it's best to take ourselves out of that situation so we can save or preserve our mental health. So the best way to show somebody how not to treat you may just be walking away from that relationship, no matter how bad it hurts. But at least you have your mental health. And if it's going to hurt you financially, you have your life to start all over with. Let's not stay in relationships too long or at these jobs too long where we're getting mentally abused. Let's learn when it's time to walk away and when enough is enough. Because guaranteed, these people know exactly what they're doing. They know it's abuse.